Alright, we are live, and let me kill the intro, because the intro is loud. Welcome everybody to Fatal Frame 2. I hope you're ready for a semi-slow paced game, compared to the previous game where it was fast paced. So, let's get started here. I'm going to do a special mode called FPS mode, which is only included in the Xbox version of the game, which means I will be playing the game in first person instead of third person fixed camera angles. So I gotta fix something in the controls. For some reason they decide to invert the look for the player, which is really stupid. Alright, so timer will start as soon as I hit normal. So I will count down the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, thanks Cyber Demon. So I will, there's a lot of downtime in this game in between action. I personally prefer the pacing of Fatal Frame 1 over Fatal Frame 2. So I will be talking a lot about the story, because at the start it's really, I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of slow, but the game picks up midway and at the end. So we're playing as a Japanese girl named Mio, and her sister, her twin sister, Mayu, at the beginning of the game was abducted, well, I guess not abducted, but she was hypnotized to come to this hidden village. And the reason why they're here at this village is because they need to complete a ceremony in order to lift a curse off the village. Thanks, guys, for the good looks. I appreciate it. So for every run, I always bully our twin sister to start it off. I have a strong dislike for Mayu. She's just dead weight throughout this entire game. So once again, I said this is a new game mode, FPS mode. This looks completely different from probably any Fatal Frame game you've probably watched, because Fatal Frame is usually third-person fixed camera angles. So we're running into the beginning of the game here. You can see the weird spawn-ins with the fog, which is kind of cool. So this is the Asaga house we're approaching. Spirited Away, yes, that's the proper term, thank you. So this is the Asaga house. We're going to be spending a lot of time here throughout the run, so get used to it. This is going to serve as our intro to the game on how to take pictures and whatnot. So I'm skipping a few cutscenes here. So you're going to see our first ghost here, which will be our first mini boss battle at the end of this chapter. Her name is Mayoko. I can give you a brief backstory about her. She came looking for her boyfriend, who came to this village as a surveyor. He was going to build a dam. He was in charge of building a dam over this village, but he disappeared, so she decided to go looking for him since nobody else was. So we're picking up her notebook there. So she came looking for her boyfriend. She found her boyfriend in the Osaka house, but in the process of finding her boyfriend, I think she twisted her ankle. Thanks, Mint, for the good look. So her boyfriend decided to leave the house to go look for help, but a bad fate fell upon him, and he ended up dying in an event called the Repetence, where basically all the villagers died for a reason I will explain here. Alright, let me interrupt my story about her to tell you that we're picking up the camera here for the first time. The game's going to teach us how to use the camera. This is pretty basic. First I have to go up to this door and interact with it, and then you're going to see Mayoko spawn in. Oops. You just got to take the picture of her, or door woman as they call her here, to progress through the game. So her boyfriend was murdered in an event called the Repetence, where a spirit came back. Two evil spirits came back and decided to murder the whole village because the village did wrong to them, you could say. So her boyfriend came back as a ghost and basically strangled her to death. And so she wanders this house really angry and asking the question, why? Why did her boyfriend do that to her? So there are going to be a lot of these in the game. These are called fetch quests. They want us to go look for a location, to go take a picture of to unlock the door to progress the game. So we just went to this area before. We have to go take a picture of the brazier, or not the brazier. I forgot what it's called. It's like a coal thing. It's where you put coal and I think it heats up, so. And as you see, as we'll take this picture here, you're actually going to see a picture of her getting strangled by her boyfriend. So let's take this picture. And you can see her being strangled by her boyfriend there. Her boyfriend looks like he has slashes on his face. A certain ghost killed him, called the, hold on. There he is right there. Called the Kusabi. And I will be going into the Kusabi later, because we'll be seeing him. The Kusabi is actually, in this category, the final boss of the game. But he's really not a final boss, as you'll see, if you stick around for the run. So now that we took that picture, this door will now open up, and we can progress the story in the Osaka house. So as soon as I enter here, I need to turn around, look at the door. This will fall down, and we'll get a key that we're going to use above here. And that's a good example of how our sister constantly gets in our way during this run. So we got the ginger key. We're going to go use it on the ginger lock. Now I'm going to demonstrate the one glitch that I'm currently know of this game. It's called the movement glitch. I will spam the run button and lock in a certain frame of animation of Mio, and she will run up the steps way quicker than she does if you just approach them casually and just, you know, just move the control stick up. So we're picking up 61 film here. It is a powerful film, not as powerful, I mean, it's the third most powerful film in the game. We're going to be using it here during this boss fight against Miyoko. Got to pick up her journal here again, and then we're going to spawn in her boss fight. So I need Miyoko here to spawn in a good area and stay away from our sister. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a core shot of her if I can. Core shot is when I line the cross of the camera inside the circle of her. And she's going towards our sister, so this is bad. I tried to get a combo off of her there. So the cool thing about Fatal Frame 2 over Fatal Frame 1 is they actually introduce combo shots. So you can take up to 3 shots on a ghost and do a lot of damage on them. Ow, she's getting me really bad spawn. She's really focused on our sister. She actually went after me there. Alright, so this is a really bad start to the game, but I'll work with it. And right now she is out of bounds. This is classic Fatal Frame 2 here. She's out of bounds and I can't take her picture. So I have to wait for her to respawn in. This is a really bad fight. There's nothing I can do here but wait. Alright, she's dead. So I could 3 combo her there and take 1 core shot and she'd be dead. That's how quick the fight can go, but it's out of my hands where she spawns, how she reacts. It's just RNG. A lot of the fights in this game are RNG. Alright, so we're on chapter 2 now. Our sister magically disappeared. We don't know where she went, so we gotta go look for her. What I just picked up there is called a spirit orb. Spirit orbs have some purpose in this game, unlike Fatal Frame 1, where they're used to upgrade the camera. This is totally world record. So this is our first transition of the Spirited Away segments. We're gonna have a couple of these where we actually play as our twin sister here. We have to follow the red crimson butterflies to a certain location to continue the story. So the crimson butterflies are symbolic in which there's a ritual that this town did on, I wouldn't say a yearly basis, but once in a while, where they gather 2 twins, and the youngest twin would kill the oldest twin in order to appease the, I guess the other side, called the Abyss. every time there's an earthquake that happened in the town, they knew that the Abyss was not in a good mood, so they had to do some kind of ritual to appease it. Usually after the ritual was done properly, they wouldn't have to worry about earthquakes for a while. So we got some ghosts spawning in here, we're just going to ignore them. And we gotta go chase after our sister. This game is constantly either chasing after our sister or unlocking our sister because she's trapped someplace. Usually she's locked in an area we have to go find a key for. So we gotta go follow her path here and get a good look at the village. As you can see, the village is in total darkness here. It's because the village failed 2 rituals back to back, and because they failed those 2 rituals, they were thrown into an everlasting night curse, and all the spirits of the Abyss came back and basically killed everybody in the town. So we're gonna run to this door. We're gonna learn that this door is locked. We don't have to take a picture of the door. We gotta go find 2 keys to unlock that door. These ghosts are called the villagers. They are the slowest ghosts in the game and are no threat, except towards the end, where they actually kidnap our sister. I don't know how the slowest ghosts in the game managed to kidnap our sister, but they do. So the game directs us where to go here with more crimson butterflies. So, as I just said before, the village encountered 2 failed rituals. So we're gonna go meet one of the twins who performed one of the failed rituals. Yeah, fatal frame. Why do the villagers not move? Because I guess they had a sense of they loved this place, so they wanted to stick in the village? I don't know. You know how you love your city so much you don't want to move? I hate my city. So this guy over here is called Itsuki. He was one of the... He killed his older brother in one of the rituals. But because his ritual failed... there are multiple reasons why a ritual can fail. The reason why his ritual failed is because the love between the 2 brothers were just... It was really excessive. It was like overwhelmingly excessive. So the ritual just failed because of that. And you're wondering why he has white hair? Because of the stress of him killing his older brother just brought him, I don't know, brought old age upon him. So he's confusing us with another twin sacrifice in the village. He called us Yae. Yae is not Mio's name. I'll go into that, I'll explain that a little bit later. So right now I have to run up the hill here, and we're going to go grab our first key to unlock the gate so we can go look for our sister. So, as you can see, there is a gravestone over there with crimson butterflies. If you're ever lost in this game, just look for crimson butterflies, and it's the go-to place to go. So we got one there, and on cue, the village people spawn in. And we just easily outrun them. So it seems Tecmo really wanted to sell Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2 on the Xbox because they provided a lot of features that the PlayStation 2 version didn't have. For example, in this game, you get the FPS mode, you get a different difficulty mode, you get a bunch of costumes. You can tell that they really wanted to move copies on the Xbox with all the new features that they provided, which is kind of cool. If you haven't played the Xbox version, I highly recommend you pick up copies of Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2 on the Xbox and give it a shot, because it's kind of a completely different new game. So we got to go around this corner here, and we will see another gravestone with... they're too busy singing the YMCA. There's going to be crimson butterflies here on this stone right here. Gonna go get our second key. I'm gonna do safe strats here, and I'm just going to grab these guys' aggros. I'm gonna let them attack me. There we go. And run away. I can hog the left side here and just totally miss them, but it's a pretty tight fit, and I kind of don't want to take a lot of damage, so... So now that we have the 2 keys, we can go run back and open up the gate and progress with the story. Oh, excuse me, I'm a little tired. Not used to being up this late or early. Shoutouts to all the Americans that are up right now. It's like between 5 and maybe 2 a.m. in the US right now. Also, shoutouts to all the Europeans who are awake. Hello? So we put the 2 keys in and we can unlock this door. Run is a strong word for what Mio does, yes. So this is called the Whisper Bridge, because when you run through the bridge you can hear whispers. There's actually a ghost that died here that drowned. I can't remember what her official name is, I just call her Drowned Woman. You can hear her. She is an optional fight, we don't have to fight her. You're going to see the main antagonist of the game here, Sae, laughing at us. We'll be seeing, well, actually, we'll sort of be seeing her a little bit later. On this difficulty, you don't fight her. On harder difficulty, you actually go into the abyss and fight her, which I have never played before. So we're going to go inside this house called the Kurosawa House. Apologize for my butchering of Japanese names. I'm horrible at it. So as you can see, the chapter 3 is called The Repetence. That was the event that occurred when all the demons, especially 2 strong demons or souls or ghosts, came back and just murdered everybody in the village. Picking up a feature here. I'll explain what it does later. And as soon as we touch this door, we have another Spirited Away segment. So we're playing as our twin sister again, Mayu. And Mayu decides to run towards all these people who are running away from something. Not the brightest thing to do, but she doesn't care. So this is a room where these 2 powerful spirits just murdered everybody. I think it's called the Kusabi room. I'm not sure what it's called. I call it the Kusabi room, so... Speed limper and teleporter, yeah. Mayu suffered a childhood accident, so that's why she limps a lot. If you've noticed that she's limping. So this is called Limbo Man. We'll be fighting him later. I actually have to attack him here. Get some points for upgrading our camera, which will happen pretty soon. And you can hear a woman, not this laughing right now, but a woman saying "my arms." That is Limbo Woman. We'll also be fighting her in a little bit. So we're skipping a cutscene here where the Kusabi spawns in. Kusabi is like the powerful evil spirit of this game and the final boss. Did my game just crash? No. No, did my game just crash? Are you kidding me? No. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, I prepared for this. Oh my god. Alright, don't stop the timer, it's fine. Nice. I was expecting to die during this marathon, but not have the 360 just give up on me. By the way, I'm running this on the 360. I highly advise you play the game on the original Xbox. This is fine. I prepared for this. Well, this is not a quote-unquote official run now, but I can fix this. Just give me a second. Nice. I made save points, so don't worry. Great. This is actually my first marathon run. I've never done a marathon speedrun before. And the worst thing could happen is my game decided to crash. Yeah, I gotta get that Xbox warranty. Alright, so I have a save file here. So this is just going to be loaded in a little bit in advance. Basically, you find our sister in a locked room, and we have to go find the key to unlock the room, so... Well, this is great. Alright, so you're gonna see me here do the stairway glitch, or the movement glitch here again, where I just spam the run button and she goes down the steps really quickly. Another thing that you missed in the Kusabe room was I picked up some strong film that I'll be using later. I know, right? First time in a marathon and this happens. Wonderful. Oh, crap. Alright, I gotta fix this. In my practice files, I turned off the music. When you turn off the music, you just kill the ambience. Alright, we're good. No, I didn't save. Oh my god, this is so horrible. I'm so sorry, guys. This is happening right now. This is just Murphy's Law, in effect. So there's the Kusabe. Alright, he didn't grab me. If he grabs me there, it's an instant game over. I was expecting to die there, but that didn't happen. So during these black and white segments, when we play as Mio, there's nothing you can do. You just have to run away. So here again, we see the Kusabe dragging one of his victims. Alright, so we're gonna go pick up a feature called the blast feature here. I'm going to equip it. It says what it does. It's basically like a shotgun blast we're gonna be using on Ghost. So first I'm gonna equip that. I'm gonna add spirit orbs to accumulation and sensitivity, and then I'm gonna power up accumulation. Accumulation lets me use blast. So that's why I'm just going to power it up once. So I gotta take a picture of this closet. And I failed that. Yeah, this game, Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2, I'm not sure about 3, they run at 60 FPS on both consoles. So here's Limbo Man. What I want to do is take 2 quick pictures of him and then look for Limbo Woman. There she is. I want to use a blast on her. Oh. So what I want to do in this fight, they give you this really small room to fight these ghosts in, which is pretty unfair at the start of the game. So what I want to do is I want to juggle the 2 of these guys. Where's she at? Crap. Alright, she got me there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to proceed to upgrade my camera. I should have enough. So I'm going to upgrade sensitivity. What sensitivity does, it allows me to take longer range shots, and it allows me to do more damage. Is she going to despawn? What is she doing? Yeah. So I'm gonna use a blast on this guy. Oh wow, she's actually behind him. Alright, that was an unfortunate spawn. She's almost dead. When you see the red light flicker up above on the camera, that means that is a fatal frame shot opportunity, and it gives me the chance of comboing them. When the camera zooms in like that, you can get a 0 shot, but you can't combo them. Alright, so he's dead. That was an alright fight. Got a weird spawn there. Her spawning behind him. So we're gonna wait by the door. We're gonna get the key to go unlock a door where our sister is located again. Our sister's constantly gonna get locked in rooms and we just have to go look for keys. It's pretty funny. Man, I still can't believe my 360 froze. Freaking Murphy's Law, dude. So I'm gonna take a little risk here. I'm gonna run through the Kusabe room. It's just to save some time. The creepy thing about playing in first person is you really can't see where the ghosts are. So you just have to have a feel for it. So I'm gonna demonstrate the movement glitch here, just to show you how slow it is. This is what happens when I don't use it. Look how slow I move up the steps. Now when I get the movement glitch, look how fast I move. So it's a necessity to have when you're speedrunning this game, because it saves a lot of time. When I first started speedrunning this game, I wasn't aware of the movement glitch. And, yeah, you can imagine how slow my time was. Should call Bill Gates, yeah. Get Bill Gates to give me a new 360. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really nice find, whoever found that. So this is Boxwoman. We'll be fighting her in the upcoming chapter there. So we're going to insert the key that we got from Limbo Man and Limbo Woman. And we're going to find our sister here. So you saw that dead body on the floor there? We're going to go fight her. She's a pretty easy fight. Gonna spawn her in again, because for some reason she despawns. And what I want to do is I kind of want to stick with her so she doesn't despawn. I'm gonna hit her with a blast. And now I'm just going to wait and get 2 0 shots in on her to finish her off. And she's dead. Easy fight. The optimized way to do that fight is really crazy, and I'm still not that great of a runner at this game. For some reason, Mayu's freaking out even though the ghost died. And Mayu is blocking us. Great. Isn't our sister wonderful in this game? Oh, thank you, running on red. So the devs thought it would be funny to put the default option to no every time you try and solve a puzzle. So what I have to do is I have to move, hold on, these 2 orange, I guess monks you could call them, towards the top. And I'm doing this on a control stick instead of the D-pad because 360 D-pad is a joke. 43 seconds is really slow. I usually get 47 on average. So we got a key there that will unlock a door near the entrance of this house when we first entered. So there's going to be another long running segment here where I really don't have anything to talk about, so I guess I can talk about the so Mayu constantly says that. I'm pretty sure the devs did that because they wanted Mayu to feel sort of like a burden to the player. But because she's your twin sister, you have to have remorse towards her. So, I don't know. You get kind of mixed feelings with her sometimes. So, the village here practiced a ritual called the Crimson Sacrificial Ritual. Where they would gather 2 twins in the town. And the younger twin, they'd go down to a place called the Abyss. The younger twin would choke out... No, okay. I thought the game froze there for a second. The younger twin would choke the older twin to death, and they would lower the older twin down into the abyss. And then the earthquakes would stop, and everybody in the village would be happy. So that's basically sums up the Crimson Sacrificial Ritual that this town practiced. Usually they would wait until the age of 15 to do the Crimson Ritual, but there were some exceptions where they got younger kids to do it because they needed it. Yeah, I thought that my game froze again. Oh, I gotta look at the store. So this guy questions why we're speedrunning this game. I have no clue, because it's a fun game. So I'm going to I'll wait to pick up a health item. So first thing I need to do is go to this door and trigger this little cutscene here with a little kid. He'll open up the door for us, which we will be going through later. Crap, I didn't get the movement glitch there. Movement glitch is really hard to get in first person because you can't reference the frame of animation that she's running at. You just have to get a feel for it. So we spawn in a little kid here who will drop a ball. We are going to use that ball to get an item. So as you see here, the ball will fall down. World record for this category is a 128.58. A world record for any percent normal is on the PlayStation 2 is a 124.14 by a Japanese runner named Style Magnus. He's really good. If you have the chance to look up his run on YouTube or on the leaderboards for this game and watch it, it's crazy what he does. And I didn't get the movement glitch there, so I'm just going to go down the stairs normally. So we're going to pick up this item here, which is another key. Spoilers. And we're going to go unlock another door. This whole segment, this whole chapter here is just unlocking doors for the most part. It is. This is what the whole chapter is, so. But the game will pick up after this chapter, so don't worry. Is the audio a bit quiet? So I'm gonna spawn in these ghosts here. As soon as I spawn in both of them, I can leave. And that will spawn in another ghost. You know, you get tons of keys in this game. You might have to turn up the audio on your end then. Keys to success, yes. This is a pretty cool room, full of red lanterns. It's going to be annoying priests spawning in. For some reason, the priests like to spawn in with high-pitched noises. It's going to get worse later on. I will warn you guys when too loud ghosts will spawn in, so you can lower your volumes in time. So we have to go to this place over here to get, spoilers, another key to unlock that door that we saw where those two ghosts were at earlier. The room that we're trying to unlock, alright, I can explain what the Kusabi was. So the reason why we have the camera obscura, the camera in this game, is because there was a, what was he? I can't remember what his profession was. There was a guy that came here to write about the town. Folklorist, that was his profession. And he brought a camera to take pictures with. So in between one failed ritual, the Crimson sacrificial ritual failed, they have a backup ritual that will sort of calm the mood of the abyss, in which they take an outsider called the Kusabi, that's what they nickname him. They take him to this room behind this door here. They tie him up to a wall. They get swords and they slash him, but they make sure they don't kill him. They just make sure he just bleeds and is in a lot of pain. And then they lower him into the abyss. And that is supposed to calm the abyss for a little bit. Not as long as a Crimson sacrificial ritual would, but it's something. So that angry spirit that murdered the whole town, called the Kusabi, you can understand why he decided to murder the whole town. You know, you gotta feel for the guy, for what they did to him. So I want our sister here to run, and it's really hard to get her to run here. Usually she's really slow. I need her, this is fine. I need her to stand on a switch so we can go through a door. But she likes to take her precious time going up these steps a lot. I've only gotten her to run up these steps once or twice really quickly. So we just gotta wait for our twin sister to slowly walk up these steps, casually. For us, we are streaming on a different service, and they're just restreaming the stream on Twitch for you guys.
I'll stay here.
Oops, gotta turn around. So the second key that we need to get is hidden right here, as soon as we go through the door. So I just explained what the Kusabi was. That's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to go unlock the place where they locked him up to progress the game. So the guy hid that key in a weird puzzle that we have to go solve right now. Gotta wait for his little monologue to go through before we can leave.
You won't leave me alone again.
Once again, I apologize. For first person mode, on a 360 controller, left trigger is to run. So I have to constantly spam the left trigger to run down the steps. So we're gonna go run back here, and we're gonna go solve a puzzle to go grab the second key. After this, we're going to have to go solve another puzzle, but then I can get it there. Then we get a chance to fight some ghosts, so... Like I said, this game will pick up halfway through, towards the end. So if I enter this room fully, as in I enter this room and the door behind me closes, I'm going to have to fight a spirit. So I gotta wait for this monologue to go through, and then I can go pick up these books to go solve the puzzle. Alright, I'll be good there. So I just avoided an annoying fight there that I used to do when I first started to speedrun this game. So this puzzle requires me to put books in a certain order. It's pretty easy to do. So first book's going to be the Crimson book, then the Taboo book, then the Twin book, then the Disaster, and then the Ritual. As soon as we do that, we get the second key, the Light key. So as soon as we have these two keys, a bunch of spirits are going to spawn in and try to attack us. Our sister is just going to freeze up and just stay behind, which is fine by me. She won't get in the way. On normal difficulty, Mayu, our twin sister, is like a tank. You can see she's getting grabbed right there. She's fine. She has plenty of health, so she won't die. On harder difficulties, though, you have to watch out for her. So this ghost can either be hostile or not, and he's hostile. Wonderful. So I gotta juke him out. And run through here. As soon as we run through here, all the ghosts will despawn. Gonna go unlock the two doors here. I'm gonna go run towards the right here and pick up some powerful film, 90 film, which we'll be using a little bit. This guy is telling us we have to go get a key in the Osaka house, so as I said earlier, nice, she got in our way. We're going to be visiting the Osaka house a lot. So as we try to leave this place, our sister gets, spoilers, locked in. Are you surprised? So we have to go grab the key to go unlock her. That scream though, she's fine, don't worry. I'm a heartless monster. I feel no remorse for our sister. Because she's just useless and she gets in the way. Stop the sisters from being sacrificed by sacrificing only one sister. Yeah. The town believe that twins, you're gonna see box ghost woman here spawn out of the hole. Kinda like the ring. We can ignore her. The townspeople believed that twins did not have a soul. Their souls were split up in the two bodies of the twins. So when the sacrifice happened, the souls would reunite in the younger sister's body, who would stay on the living side. Who we're playing as? We're the younger sister. Mio is the younger sister, Mayu is the older. Looks like Drowned Woman decided not to appear. She has a chance to appear and actually get in your way here, but she's never been a problem. It's just completely random. So I'm going to run here and pick up herbal medicine just for safety strats. When you're playing on normal difficulty, whenever you pick up a health item, I'm pretty sure this happened in Fatal Frame 1 also, they actually give you 2 of that item. So instead of picking up 1 herbal medicine there, I actually picked up 2. There's a ghost up above, or where is it? That walkway that I briefly looked at there that spawned in. I'm just going to ignore her. We're going to go run back and we have to go talk to Itsuki, the, as I like to call him, the albino kid. Just because he has white hair. We have to go talk to him in order to trigger the event so we can go do the puzzle in the Osaka house. If we decide to not go talk to him, then we can't go do the puzzle. So you're probably wondering why Itsuki is trapped in this place. So there were two twins that were going to be sacrificed called Yae and Sae. Yae decided that she didn't want to do the ritual at all. So she planned on for her and her sister to run away. And Itsuki decided to help them out. And because he helped them out, the villagers got angry at him because he once again this was their sacrifice was going to be after a botched one. A botched one occurred before their sacrifice. So the villagers were kind of freaking out because they needed to get a sacrifice to happen. Or else the whole town is going to go to hell, I guess you could say. So he helped Yae escape, but Sae purposely fell down and was hoping that her sister... Sae was okay with the sacrifice. She wanted the sacrifice to happen. So Sae faked, like she fell down and was hoping that her sister would come back so they'd be caught, but Yae did not look back when they ran away, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go pick up the most powerful film in the game we're going to be using later. It's called Zero Film. And now we're going to go solve the puzzle that we unlocked by talking to Itsuki. Simple puzzle. Just got to do that once and do this 3 times. Simple. Alright, so if your volume is really loud, or if you have it turned up, I would advise you to turn it down just for this ghost spawn. Whoa. Got confused where I was there. For some reason, this ghost who spawns in decides to be a complete asshole and thinks it's funny to scare the player. It's like, that's what I was talking about. Alright, you're fine now. You can turn your volumes back up if you turn them down. So the key that we're looking for is right here. It's right in front of this ghost that spawned in. We're gonna go prank him and steal his rusty key and run away. If you can look towards the right there, those are items that you can find on Fatal Frame 1. So it's a cool little Easter egg that the devs put in. There's one more time that a ghost is gonna spawn in who's really loud, and I'll warn you guys about it. You don't remember that in PS2. There's Miyako. Oh god. Alright, this is bad. Alright, we're fine. I've never had her spawn in front of me like that before. That's a first. Chalk that up for marathon luck, I guess you could say. I know, a jump scare in a horror game, right? Sadly, this is not the last time we'll be in the Osaka house. Towards the end of the game, we have to come back here one more time. So now that we have the rusty key, we can go unlock our sister who's stuck in the room where they held the outside villager for the Kusabi sacrifice. Who's the main character in 1 again? Miku. I can't remember what her last name is. Her brother is called Mafuyu. Apparently Miku and Yae are related. Like, Yae is Miku's great-grandmother or something. So I'm really bad with lore for this game. I just spent the last day going to the wiki site for the game and just looking up the lore for this game so I could sort of clarify what's going on in this game for you guys. Oh, there's Drowned Woman. I can't remember what she's called. She's just gonna go for a swim and we're gonna go ignore her. So I'm going to go fight 2 ghosts in the cellar here. That is a necessary fight. I'm going to be using my strats that I just found about like a week and a half ago. They seem pretty efficient. They seem faster than what the world record holder on the PlayStation 2 does. So if I can pull this off, this will look pretty cool, sort of. First I gotta get the movement glitch, and I got it. So what we used to do is we used to fight the ghosts back here, but I decided to pull some strats from Fatal Frame 1 and just bring the fight to them. In Fatal Frame 1 we like to fight by the doors that we have to go through, so So I'm gonna open up with a blast shot on this guy. Hit him once. It's fine. Go over to his buddy here. Hit him twice. Let's see. Hit this guy with a blast, kill him. And I'm gonna hit this guy with 2 shots and he'll be dead. There we go, I got it. Nice. So I have to wait for them to despawn before I can go through this door. Alright. If you try to open up that door as the last ghost is dying, you'll get a text box saying, "There's a powerful spirit in this room. You have to defeat it to unlock this door." It's a pretty efficient strat now. It's way faster than what the old strat was like. So spoilers, we go unlock our door and our sisters just appeared. Not surprised. So I have trouble here. I need to look at a note that she left us, but sometimes Mio likes to look at the doll that's underneath the table here. Alright, cool. She actually looked at the note. For some reason, Mio has a doll obsession sometimes, and she just wants to look at the creepy doll that's under the table instead of the important note that her sister left her. So we got another Spirited Away section where we're seeing where Mayu is going. Do you have a license for that camera? You just have to be somehow related in the Fatal Frame universe to use it. Just pretending it was, yeah. It's just a prank. Wasn't really locked. So, once again, we have to go take this pathway all the way back. Would you do the sacrifice, kill your whole village? I'd rather run away, what Yae did, and do the sacrifice. Be honest. Alright, so we gotta go across the bridge again, one last time. We'll be back here towards the end of the game. If you didn't notice, for some reason the flashlight doesn't work indoors there, but it works outdoors. Flashlight actually serves a purpose in first person mode, which is cool. In third person, it's not that big of a deal. So it looks like Drowned Woman is not going to be attacking us. If you really didn't like the people in the village, though, you know, I have no remorse for running away. Is the village Florida? RIP Florida. So, cool thing about first person mode is you can actually hear Mayu running in her breath. It's kind of creepy, but kind of cool also. And at the end of the fight, I forgot to switch films. The whole point of speedrunning this game is film management and quick fights. Movement is not that big of a deal. That determines how you get a good time. So this is where we need to go next. But before we can go in there, we have another fetch picture quest. We have to go take a picture of this well to unlock this door, because it is sealed. No, they're physically lowered into the hole. Sometimes they're just tossed into the hole. They're not even lowered. That's Miss Drowned Woman to you. So the well we have to go take a picture of is right over here. Boom. Talk more about hole streamers. I'm not a hole professional, so I can't really talk about holes that well. I am sorry. I would say though, if I had to choose a way I wanted to die, I would like to go through a black hole. It sounds like a really brutal death, but it also sounds pretty cool to me, so. You drop TNT down into the Hellgate to see what happens. Well, most of the villagers weren't that curious about it. There was a certain ritual they had to do, so they just stuck with it. So this is my favorite chapter of the game because of the fights that are going to go on here. We're going to go run into probably the youngest twins who took place in the Crimson Sacrificial Ritual. As you'll see them, they're right here. Where's the second one? There they are. That is Akane and Azami? I hope I pronounced their names right. I will explain more about their backstory in a second here. This is probably my favorite fights. We'll be fighting them twice in this game. They're probably my favorite fight in this game, just because of how unique their fight is. So I'm gonna go over here, pick up some more 90 film. I should have 40 90 film. Gonna look through this door. They're gonna spawn in behind us. I'm gonna switch to 90 film, yeah. As you see, they're praying over there. And we're gonna go fight them. So, we're going to... What we have to do is we have to go look for Akane. In this fight, there's a doll, a possessed doll, and then there's Akane. When you hear, why do you kill? That's the doll. We want to listen for a high-pitched voice. So right now I'm just going to trigger the doll's attack, and hopefully Akane will spawn in here. No, I still got the doll. So I'm going to trigger the doll's attack again. If I attack the doll, nothing will happen. Sometimes you want to take a shot of the doll once or twice to cycle through the... Wow, I'm getting really bad luck here. So I think my record for how many times it took for Akane to spawn in is 7. Right now we're up to 3. There she is. So here's Akane. I'm going to drag her out a little bit. And I'm going to blast her. Alright, that should be good. So I should be able to 2-hit her here. Alright, so she's dead. I want to run to this door right away. I forgot to switch films. I want to look at this door. When I look at this door, I can unlock it without going through an animation of Mio opening the door and going through it. So I forgot to switch films here. So now I gotta go take a picture of this doll. And we have to go find parts for the doll. So the whole story about Akane and Azami is that Akane killed Azami in the ritual, but when she killed her twin sister, it took a heavy toll on her, and it basically broke her mentally. So her father felt really bad about it, so he made a doll that resembled her fallen sister. And eventually one day, an evil spirit decided to take possession of the doll. It wasn't the spirit of Azami. It was just an evil spirit. And long story short, the evil spirit started to brainwash Akane, and she ended up killing her father by strangling him. And then the doll, I'm pretty sure the doll ended up killing her. If anybody wants to correct me on that, you can. So here's the doll maker. His name is Yoshitatsu. I think that's his name. So we have to go take a picture of him, and he's going to go through a little dialogue over there, and then he's going to go unlock a door we have to go through. So I'm just going to wait out here in the hallway for him to unlock it. The record for your spawn is 8. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I've had 7. I thought that was bad. Alright, so you heard him unlock the door there. So now we can go run over here and take a picture. So what Dollmaker or Yoshitatsu had to do was, in order to get rid of the evil spirit, that was possessing the doll, he had to burn the doll and all of its parts together at once. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here. But the evil spirit got Akane to scatter the doll parts all across the house so he couldn't burn the doll in time. So I didn't get the movement glitch there. So what we're tasked with doing right now is we're going to go look for the doll parts. Wow, I'm not getting the glitch at all. There we go. You can actually get the movement glitch halfway through or on any step by running just in a vertical fashion on the step and then going up the steps quickly. But it's really difficult to pull off in first person. So we're picking up another spirit orb to upgrade our camera later. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to go grab the first doll part, or piece. In Soviet Russia. Pulled an epic prank. Seems pranks on YouTube aren't that popular anymore. Seems where you make YouTube money now is dressing up as childhood superheroes and acting out weird stories. So if you remember, after the first twin fight there, I unlocked a door. I didn't get the movement glitch there. There we go. We're actually going to go through the door that we unlocked here soon. So here's the second doll part. Oh. I'm looking at the wrong door. I got confused there. There's a reason why they put a mini-map there for you. All doors look the same to me in first person. I'm like, uh-oh, I don't remember this happening. Did I just soft lock the game? Alright, so we're gonna go grab the third doll part. So this is, you're gonna see the frame rate dip crazy here, and this is because of an issue of playing on the 360, the backwards compatibility. If you play this on the original Xbox, you won't see any frame rate dip here, but get ready to look. Look at this. Look how slow this is. There are a few parts where the game dips below 60 FPS, but that's only on the 360. I'm pretty sure it's constant on the original Xbox. Yeah, they have their ratings disabled. It's because people just throw their kids on YouTube instead of, you know, deciding to be parents. YouTube is the new television, I guess you could say. So we don't have all the doll parts yet. We're missing one more doll part. And in order to go get that doll part, we gotta go fight Doll Master. Doll Master, the optimal way to fight him is crazy. You have to rely on good spawns, and I'm not going to do that in a marathon run. So we gotta go take a picture of this ash pile. That will spawn in the fight for him. Before I go fight him, I need to go upgrade the camera. I'm going to add spirit orbs into sensitivity and blast. And I'm going to upgrade both of them. Once again, sensitivity gives me more damage per shot and a higher range of taking shots. And blast will just increase the damage of the blast when I use it. So. Go home, Mio, you're lagging. I forgot to switch to 90 film. Let's switch over to 90 film here. Alright. I can't even do the optimal strats because I don't have a blast ready for him. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take pictures of him, core pictures hopefully, of him, until he decides to start playing with these dolls that are strung up here. So I just got to dwindle down his health. Where is he? This guy has some crazy spawns sometimes. This is actually, like I said, it's slower than the optimal way to fight him, but it's safer than taking a huge risk. This is Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 7 looks really good right now. Alright, he should start playing with the dolls here once he's down halfway with his health. So as soon as he's playing with the dolls, going to blast him. And hopefully he'll be available to get a combo on here. There we go. There we go. So the way the fight works is as soon as you use a blast on him, you have the opportunity to get a 3 Fatal Frame combo shot on him. But when you use the blast on him, his spawns are just crazy. He'll just spawn out of bounds, and you'll just miss the opportunity to get the Fatal Frame shot on him. So I just use safe strats there and just dwindle down his health until the end, and then I just blast him, and it seems to work. So now we have all the doll parts, we can go assemble the dolls, and we're gonna go fight the twins one more time. Morning, have RD? Sorry, I'm really bad with names, so if I mispronounce your name, just blame it on my stupidity. So go back here and let's assemble the dolls. I gotta solve the doll puzzle here, where we have to make the 2 dolls face each other. It's pretty simple. During this cutscene, I can actually run up to the place where I have to interact to do the puzzle. So I have to press the left button 4 times, and then the right button 2 times. And the dolls will face each other. The one on the left will come attack me, and I screwed up there. It's really hard to avoid her in first person, but you can do it if you want. So same fight as before, I'm looking for the real one and not the doll. Another way you can tell the difference between the 2 of them is their footsteps. One will sound heavier than the other, and their face. But it's easy just to tell based off their voice. Ah, I forgot she's in slow-mo here. Still finished her. For some reason, when you blast her during this fight, she goes in slow-mo for the second shot, and I constantly forget that. I'm not sure how many games in total. I know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they decided to make a remake of 2 on the Wii. So I guess 6? I guess 7 if you count the 3DS game. So most recent one was the Wii U one. So we skipped a cutscene there where she drops her camera. So we are cameraless right now, picking up another orb to upgrade our camera later. So this is a pretty cool segment. When you're first playing through this casually, you're like, oh shit, I don't know, I don't have my camera, how am I supposed to defend myself? So this section really makes you feel helpless. So once again, black and white segment, we can't do anything. Even if we had a camera, we couldn't do anything, we just have to run away. Right now we're being chased by Sae. Sae was one of the twins of the second, one of the failed rituals, the second failed ritual, where her sister ran away. And she was tasked with carrying on with the ritual by hanging herself. I didn't get the movement glitch there. Oh wow, I didn't get the movement glitch there either. So she was tasked with hanging herself, and she's angry and just wants to know why her sister left her. So she's confusing us with her sister because she's batshit crazy. So we just have to run away and play hide and seek with her. This is a pretty cool segment. If you have no clue what to do. This whole segment's pretty cool because like I said, if you've never played the game before, you just freak out. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go hide. What should I do? So we have to go inside here and grab an item. As you see there, she's taking Mayu's voice. She's pretending to be Mayu.
Why did you leave me back then?
And you won't be able to see it because in first person, but she's right around the corner here and she's going to charge us. You can see her there. I've never had her grab me before, but she can get really close. If she grabs me, it's game over. One hit kill. And you can hear her just laughing crazy. So we're gonna go hide in this closet to avoid her. So despite grabbing the key out of that little closet area that we were just at, we need to get another item. So I have to go run over here, look at this little puzzle mechanic. If I don't look at it, Mia won't go pick up the doll. So we have to go pick up the doll that's in that closet.
Is it you?
Once again, Sae is trying to take the voice of her sister.
Didn't you come back? I kept waiting.
You can feel why Sae felt betrayed and why she's angry. Both Sae and the Kusabi just had just miserable outcomes to their lives. So now that we have the doll, we can do this puzzle here. It's a simple puzzle, just it's like the previous puzzle. We have to rotate the dolls until they face each other. It's 3 left buttons and 3 right buttons. So if I'm not so interactive with chat, I have a really bad attention span, and all my attention needs to be on this game and my commentary. So I struggle doing 2 things at once. I think that's called having limited working memory. So now we're back in this house again. We're going to go through that doll room where we fought the twins for the 2nd time and go pick up our camera. Just download some more RAM. Exactly. That's what I need. I need human RAM. So there's a ghost that spawns there. He thinks it's pretty funny to attack a girl who can't defend herself. And all jokes aside, he's there to prevent the player from going the wrong way. Showing us, yes, one of us. So here's our camera that we dropped. Now that we have it, we can continue attacking ghosts. And we have our flashlight. Well, it's not that useless in first person, but in third person, it's like I said, it's useless. So we're coming up to the run killer. This next ghost that we have to fight determines whether you have a good time or a bad time. You can consider her, at least in a speedrunning sense, to be the true final boss. And I have a strong dislike for her. Her name is, I might say it wrong, but it's Chitos. It's Chitose. She is related to Itsuki, the albino kid who's locked up. So I'll give you a quick backstory of her. She has poor vision, so her brother gave her a bell to wear, so he'd know where to find her if he needed to, tell her something or get her. You can hear the bell ring right now. I picked up a stone mirror there. A stone mirror is a do-over. If my health goes down completely, it will refill my health. So I call her Chi-Chi for short. That's my nickname for her. She has a strong dislike toward Yae because her brother helped Yae and Sae escape the village, but in return, they locked him up. So she's going to view Mio as being Yae, and she's going to attack us because of that. She's probably the most innocent ghost in this game, though. Probably the most innocent person in this game. She practically did nothing wrong, and she died. It's pretty sad. But I have a strong dislike for her because she can cost you, if she wants, she can cost you about 4 minutes. So there she is right there. Once again, she said, "Give me back my brother." So she's viewing us as Yae. 360 no frame headshot. So I'm going to go in here and pick up some 90 film, and then I'm going to upgrade my camera. Probably going to upgrade my blast. So I have to rely on good attack patterns from her. She doesn't feel like being aggressive and attacking me. Hold on. Then this fight will take forever. So I have to fight her 3 times. You can actually fight her 4 times, I think, but the 4th one's optional. So I'm hoping she's going to be aggressive right here at the start. But she is. And shout outs to using 14 film instead of 90 film. That's why she did not die quickly. I'm just going to take her picture. There we go. That's a common mistake I do. I forget to switch to 90 film there. If I would have switched to 90 film, she would have been dead in 2 shots. So, nice. I mean, I manipulated her RNG by using 14 film. There we go. It's a good way to not take the blame. She's gonna be running down this hallway now. You had to describe this run in 1 sentence. Ghosts. RNG. Yeah. That's something I constantly forget that, and I forget to pick up the key that you get after you drop the ball in chapter 3. So I'm gonna turn my back towards her, and I want her to spawn over here. Alright, so... oh, she's gonna cry. There she is. Oh, where is she? She's out of bounds. Alright, she's not being aggressive at all. Which is really bad. Alright, here we go. I can't get her for the 3rd time there because the damn cloths are in the way. Oh, damn it. I should have taken her picture. So this is what I mean. If she does not want to attack you at all, there's nothing you can do. You just have to cycle through her. Alright, there, she's dead. She's being alright. She can be way worse than this. But she can be a lot better than this, too. Yeah, no, they purposely put those cloths there. This is her 3rd and final fight and her longest. There's an attack that she can do that will make the player blind, and it's really annoying. The only way to get out of that is for her to grab you, I think. Alright, so the first time she always spawns out of bounds. And we have to wait for her to spawn in. She usually tends to spawn behind you, so... I just want to constantly get 3 combo shots in on her. She'll be down in no time. I try to look away from her, because if I have my back towards her, she'll most likely attack me. Oh, this is what I meant about her not being aggressive. How much time she can waste. There we go. Oh shit, I missed the 3rd one there. It's too slow. I have no clue about Nightmare. Brandon can tell you more about that since that's his category. Yeah. She's dead, and I forgot to switch films. I'm switching films here because I gotta take pictures of useless things later.
That's my brother.
So that was a pretty mediocre 3 fights. I'll take it. I've had way worse, but yeah. This is nowhere near world record, though. Especially, well, this is not even a legitimate run because of the game crashing. So, I mean, that never happened. And I didn't get the glitch there. You can see how slow we move up the stairs when I don't get the movement glitch. So after that fight, we finally have the key to unlock this door where our sister's at. But look at that, our sister's not here. She's gone again. It's not like this has happened before. So as soon as we pick up this diary, we get a few cutscenes, and our sister appears and tells us, you know, don't leave me ever again, even though she's the one that's leaving us. The irony. Yeah, this is totally world record.
It's beginning.
You don't want her to be aggressive, so you can do damage without wasting Type 0 film. Hey, DJ. Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Confirmed fast. So we're towards the end of the game here. We have this chapter and one more. We still have a few fights to do, though. So I have to go over here to this tree stump and take a picture of it, because we have to do another picture fetch quest, or I have to go take a picture of something to unlock this area so we can go through it. Warning, there's going to be another, hopefully it's the last ghost. It's going to be a loud ghost spawning in. I'll give you a heads up when he's about ready to spawn in. So make sure to turn down your volume. This time this ghost isn't loud and just spawning in, but he's loud and he brings with him a high-pitched screechy noise. And it's not that wonderful. If you're feeling really adventurous though, and you want to turn your volume up to 100 and blow out your eardrums, you know, just I guess go ahead, but I'm not going to be held responsible for it, and neither will the marathon. Please don't do it. So I have to take a picture of this table. Is this going on YouTube? I don't know. They might upload them to YouTube, I'm not sure. So taking that picture will unlock the tree stump for us. So quickly behind this little pedestal, that table there is a hidden door that will lead outside the village. And we're going to go unlock that to try and escape. Alright, so turn down your volumes right now. As soon as I hit the bottom of the steps, the asshole priest, as I like to call him, will spawn in. So, here we go. As soon as I go through the tree stump, turn your volumes back up. I don't know what you want to call it. We have to complete. I did not mean to look at that again. So I want to avoid talking to our sister. If we talk to our sister, we have to go through some dialogue. If we don't talk to her, we don't have to go through the dialogue. What happened? Did the run die? Uh-oh. We're back. Okay. Sorry about that. Wow, man, this is just horrible. First... Alright, I think we're back. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if it's my internet or not. I can't see OBS or what I'm streaming off of right now. It might be my internet, it might not, I don't know. Well, it's wonderful. Man, I really wanted to show the Fatal Frame 2's a semi-decent speed game. It's not the best, but it's pretty fun, besides these long walking segments. And just everything's going wrong tonight.
Before the festival, I want to meet you again.
So that is Sae. She wants to go talk to Itsuki. We're gonna skip a cutscene here where Sae goes to visit Itsuki. She opens up the door and she finds him hung. He decided to hang himself, kill himself, because he thought that the twins escaped and his purpose in life was done. He felt like he had a redemption. So I'm gonna go pick up some Zero film here. Once again, the most powerful film in the game. And we're done. We're never gonna see Itsuki ever again. Thank you. So this is the last time we're visiting the Osaka house. We're not visiting to do a puzzle this time, we're visiting to fight a ghost. Alright, wanted to check something there. I'm gonna try some new strats out that the world record holder uses. I really haven't practiced them, but it shouldn't be too bad. So we had to fight Box Ghost again, Woman Box Ghost. Her story is when the repetence happened, when the whole massacre, the whole village got massacred by the Kusabi and Sae, she decided to take her newborn baby and hide inside of a box. So this is why she crawls out of a box and she's dead. And you can hear like a baby crying in the background. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to 90 film. And I forgot to upgrade my camera. God damn. Alright, so I want to blast her. And I got a bad... I wanted her to go forward and not towards the corner. So these new strats are completely pointless. So now... it's the reason why I'm not doing a lot of damage to her. I'm going to upgrade my camera right now. Oops. Gotta upgrade my sensitivity, which will do more damage per shot. So I gotta wait for her to come out of bounds here. She's gonna charge me because she's at half health, lower than half health. When she's at lower than half health, she'll charge you. I'm making minor mistakes here and there. Alright, she's dead. You can, I think you can, there's a chance that she'll actually, hold on. She won't spawn here, she'll spawn behind you. And that way you can just constantly hammer her. Because there's no place for her to go out of bounds, but I didn't get that. You can actually push her towards that way too, which I tried to do. So a bunch of kids are going to spawn in the Osaka house. It's an optional side quest if you want to do. You have to play, I think you have to play hide and go seek with them and find them and fight them. It's really annoying, I've heard. But we're just going to ignore those kids. Kids in, like, I've only played Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2. Kids in both of those games are just trolls. They're innocent, but they're dicks. So, just like in real life. So we're going back to the, I can't remember what the name of this house is, to go fight the twins again for one last time. Each of the ghosts that we fought in the past, they have a part of the, nice. They have a part of the puzzle we have to get from them. So this is the last time we're going to fight Akane and the doll. I forgot to switch films, whatever. For anyone joining in late while you just heard me spamming the hell out of the left trigger, there's a movement glitch where we freeze a sort of frame of animation of Mio going up the steps, and she'll run up them really quickly. They're innocent, but they're dicks. I hate kids. So we gotta go look at her, take her crest, and try and leave. And then they'll spawn in again. Should be able to kill her in 2 shots here. Alright, so there's the doll. I don't know where the doll is. I think there's the doll. Just gonna trigger the doll's attack animation. Hopefully she'll spawn in. There we go. Alright, I should be able to kill her here. Easy fight when you're sort of overpowered. Well, she's dead. So we have one last fight, and we're actually gonna fight a ghost that we've never seen before. She's made various appearances and little, I guess, cutscenes and whatnot throughout the game, but you guys haven't seen her. It's a second take. In Fatal Frame 1, there was a ghost called Broken Neck. Well, there is another ghost here called Broken Neck, where supposedly this woman, during the repetence, you know, when the village went to hell, everybody started getting murdered by the spirits. She decided to commit suicide, so she jumped off a bridge. And in the process of committing suicide, once she hit the ground, she landed on her neck and broke her neck. So when she came back as a ghost, she has a broken neck. So I'll be fighting her. It's faster. She's in the graveyard. There are two ways you can go through the graveyard. It's either to go through the hill at the beginning of the game, where we overlook the village, or we can go through the tree stump, and it's faster to go through the tree stump. As soon as we go through here, we're in the graveyard. Yeah, I've heard that those kids are real assholes. I get lost in the graveyard a lot, so having a mini-map is really nice. I'm going to switch films here. I'm going to pick up another spirit orb, which I'll use after the fight with Broken Neck. So I got to take 2 pictures of here. This is another mini picture fetch quest where I have to go take a picture of a gravestone that's nearby. As soon as I take a picture of that gravestone, Broken Neck's going to spawn in. So I'm quickly going to switch films to 90 and fight her. There she is. So after this fight, I want to end up having Blast. So fully charged Blast. And I screwed that up. That was a bad start. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to get close to her. I don't want to attack her for a 0 shot there. I want to get combo fatal frame shots on her. Once she bows down like this, she's ready to get comboed on. I'm just going to play this safe. I'm not going to use Blast on her. I should have used Blast on the start. At the start. This is poor fight management on my behalf. Ah, crap. I got her there. She's almost done. I'm just going to go take a picture of her. Oh, I really pushed her back. She's bound down again. Oh, this will finish her off. Alright, she's dead. That's a really bad fight. But I'll take it. I can't open up this box until she despawns. There we go. So before I go through, I'm going to upgrade the camera one last time. Going to upgrade our blast fully. And I'm going to switch to 0 film. And we're good. When in the name of the game movies said and said medium. What are you talking about, DJ? I'm not following chat, so. Yeah. She's like, who are you? I guess it's kind of like a playful style she has. I guess she's kind of flirtatious. I don't know. So let me not screw up this puzzle. 1, 2, 2. And 4, 4, 4. As soon as we do this, the hidden door to leave the village is unlocked. We gotta go bother our sister. So we gotta wake up our sister who's just passed out. And we're gonna go try and escape the village. Where, spoilers, the slowest ghost in the game somehow managed to kidnap our sister.
We reached the shrine up there. We can leave the village.
So I have 2 fights remaining in this game. I guess there's small mini fights I have to do in the abyss, but I really don't consider them fights. And there's the village people, as I call them. They're so slow. The next fight that's coming up here, I used to have trouble with them, but I'm gotten pretty consistent fights with him now. I have to one-cycle this guy. If I don't one-cycle this guy, he's going to cost me a lot of time, so. You might be thinking, hey, you've been picking up the most powerful film in the game. Are you going to use it on the final boss? No. We're going to use it on the second to final boss. And the final boss, just like in Fatal Frame 1, is a joke, is a pushover. It's not that difficult. Even the boss I'm about to go fight now is pretty much a pushover, too. But so, I haven't played Fatal Frame 3, but I've heard in Fatal Frame 3 the final boss is actually a real challenge, so it seems like the developers realized their mistakes of making easy final bosses and corrected themselves. As soon as I said that, watch the final boss kill me. Now, I shouldn't have talked shit about him. So we have to go back all the way to the Kurosawa house. I probably mispronounced that, but you know, I'm bad. So we have to go look for our sister in the house again, which if you can't tell what's happening right now, the villagers, everybody in this village, they want the sacrifice to go through so they can all quote unquote move on and lift this village of this curse due to back-to-back botched ceremonies. So I have to do some movement here, and then we'll be at the second to final boss. Just a couple minutes. You can see the frame rate dipping here a little too. It's because of the 360. Need a kicker in the nuts, yeah. If only all ghosts had nuts, then we could just kick them in the nuts. And it would make fighting them a lot easier. So our sister is moving towards the ceremony right now. I didn't get the movement glitch there. There we go. So you notice you approach from this side. We have to approach from the other side, like the ceremony. This is what would happen when the twins were getting ready for the ceremony. They built identical houses. So one twin would live in one house and the other twin would live in the other house. And then they'd meet up here and do the ritual. So we have to go to the left side. If we go to the right side, it will be locked. Ghost nuts roasting on an open fire. Yeah, this is actually a really spooky game. The cutscenes. I watched the cutscenes the other day to try to get a grasp of the story for this marathon run for you guys. And I didn't realize how creepy the cutscenes were. Sadly, when you speedrun a game, any horror game, all the spookiness is usually taken out, so...
I kept waiting and waiting.
So there's Sai there letting us in. So this is the second to final boss fight. I call him the White Priest. I actually call him the KKK Priest. So what I want to do is I need to look for him right away. First I need to run to the center so he doesn't spawn out of bounds. Now I need to look for him right away. Where is he? He changed. There we go. As soon as I have him locked on, you should attack me. There we go. He's setting up to attack me. So I need to keep my distance away from him. I'm going to blast him and get a 3 combo on him. Here he comes. Wow, that was horrible. Alright, that's fine. So now I have to look for him again and just blast him. And he's dead. That's called one-cycling him. If you don't one-cycle him, what he'll do is he'll send in 2 of his cronies, as you see here, and we'll have to fight them. We have to fight them for a period of time until he decides to respawn in. So we skip a long fight there, but just by killing him quickly. I'm sorry about the loud noise there. I forgot how loud those guys were with their screechy noises. So now we're going down to the abyss where the ceremony is held. I did not get the movement glitch there. Oh well.
Save yourself. Run away. Billy, come here. Hurry.
Useless fact. You can actually escape the village without rescuing your sister. but it usually, I think it ends in a game over screen. This ending is canon to the series, by the way, that we're going to see. So as we make our way towards the abyss, we're going to have a bunch of ghosts spawn in, trying to attack us. I just quickly got to take their picture and run on by. There are going to be about 5 of them, I think, I need to take pictures of. Is that Mike Pins? Alright, so here's the first one. Just got to take his picture so he's stunned and then just run through him. We just got to do this a few more times. Doing this will build up our blast. Our our SP, so we can do a blast on the final boss. So as soon as I enter this next little corridor here, it's going to be another ghost. Going to take his picture. Oh my god! Oh, decided he wanted his fame there. Charge me. We're good. Here's the third ghost. This is bad. If I get 0 shots on them, they'll go into an attack pattern, and they can hit me. We're fine, though. Alright, so towards the left here, there's going to be some 90 film I'm going to pick up for the final fight. And I need to avoid 3 ghosts in this area, too. So the 90 film's right over here. I'm just going to rob this guy. Sure, he doesn't need the 90 film. I want to try and get this guy to attack me. Alright, so I'm not gonna do the movement glitch here. Just going to pull out my camera, take his picture. He might still grab me here. Alright, we're good. I can correct I can get the movement glitch here if I try, but it's really hard to do in first person, as I said earlier. So I'm not going to, I'm just gonna go down slowly. Alright, I'm going to switch to 0 film here, because I have 1 0 film. I'm going to open up the boss fight, the final boss fight. We're fighting the Kusabi, by the way. The final boss fight's the Kusabi. I'm opening up the final boss fight with a powerful blast shot with the most powerful film. And then I'm just going to dwindle him down with 90 film.
I kept waiting and waiting. Let's continue the ritual.
Just going to ignore the twins there. So the Kusabi is really dramatic, and he has a huge dramatic entrance that takes about 30 seconds. We gotta wait for him to. I didn't get the movement glitch there. There we go. So we're gonna spawn in the Kusabi, and well, first we have to wait for him to spawn. And look at this dramatic entrance. Guy's a drama queen. And as soon as he spawns in, we're going to run towards him, and then he's going to spawn around us someplace. So run towards him. Now he's going to spawn around us. There he is. So I'm hoping he doesn't give me the ability to do a combo shot on him here, which he didn't. Alright. So I'm going to switch to 90 film and just dwindle him down now. I'm hoping he gives me the ability to do fatal frame combo shots on him. This fight might take a while, if he wants it. There. I didn't get a core shot on him. Alright, I have a blast, so... Wow, he's being a dick. He's not giving me the ability to do any combos on him. Oh well. I'll kill him in the next shot here. Alright, so time's going to end here soon. So let me finish this fight first. There he is. I can see where he was for a second there. Wow, no combos. Alright, he's dead anyway. So there are going to be 2 cutscenes that are going to appear as soon as I run at the bottom. The first cutscene that I skip, I'll stop time on the second cutscene. I'll tell you when to stop. I'm going to skip the first cutscene, and the second cutscene's going to appear. And that's when you stop time. Hope I explained that well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Fatal Frame 2. I apologize for the rookie mistakes that I made, and I apologize for my 360 of all the times to kill a run and freeze the game was during my first marathon. So first cutscene skip, get ready to stop time now. So this is the end of Fatal Frame 2. Excuse me.
We were born together,
The twins go through the ritual.
but we had
Mio kills Mayu, and the curse is lifted.
I knew this.
So
I knew. Mayu.
139.16, not bad, but I missed about probably a minute,
We can't be together.
a minute and a half because of the crash. So I'm just gonna quickly show, if you don't mind, the ending cutscene, at least of her killing her.
We can become one.
So for Fatal Frame 2, we don't use RTA time, we use endgame time.
All right.
And you don't get the in-game time until the end. So thanks guys for all the compliments and sticking with me through this run. I say that, I'm thanking you guys as we're witnessing a murder taking place here.
I was waiting.
Yeah, it happens, they kill each other, and this ending they kill each other. Rerun, yeah, let me just restart the run. So when the ritual takes place, once the younger one kills the older one, a crimson butterfly appears. And then they're gonna go toss her body down the abyss to satisfy the spirits. And now the whole village is lifted of the curse now.
Thank you.
So you see Mio here leaving the village, chasing after the butterfly of her sister, and leaving the village. And now we have J-Pop playing. So, for the sake of the marathon, I'm not going to let the whole thing to play. I'm just going to wait for this to end. I'm going to skip the credits. Alright. The whole point of killing her was to lift a curse of a village. See, actually the sun came out now. They were lifted of the darkness. Alright. So I'm skipping the credits. So you see Mio returned to where the village was. There's now a dam in place there. And because of the ritual, she will forever have a crimson butterfly around her neck.
We always promise each
It's
other
just something that happens.
together forever.
So 133.16, that's world record is a 128.58, so but for a marathon run it's not that bad. Ranking's completely pointless, just ignore it. So, alright, that was Fatal Frame 2, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess I can plug myself again. I will actually be back in the marathon around the same time as I did Fatal Frame 2 on Sunday. I'm going to be running another survival horror game called Lifeline. It's unique, in which I give voice commands to the main character of the game. So yeah, if you're around, come check it out. So once again, thank you, Shots Fired, for having me, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.